Welcome in, welcome in. Do we have any sound?
Welcome in, welcome in.
Okay, yeah, I hear that. Fiddling with some microphones here.
Do we have any sound? Welcome in, welcome in.
Okay, yeah, I hear that. All right. Forget the mics. All right. Forget the mic. Got better things to deal with. Drinking coffee. Trying to hook these babies up so we get some sound, but I'll have to do some playing with that. Clearly don't know what I'm doing, but that's kind of how we roll here. How's everybody doing? Hope you're having a fine Festery Friday. Before we get too far into this, let's heat up some water, get some tweaker coffee going. Got some business to talk about. Talking business today. Come on in, come on in. Who's in a deep freeze right now? The Tweaker D Special. Alright, that's something. Post this right off the bat. Oh. Copy this. On break stream. Welcome in, Jamie, Dad, Jody. You doing well? All right. Activate here. there we go. I broke down. Figured we can get to some serious e-bagging here. I went, logged in, and set up a Buy Me a Coffee account. So if any of you are silly enough or drunk enough to want to give me money, there's an opportunity without monetizing the channel formally through YouTube, which I think is great because this app or this site takes 5% where YouTube takes upward of 20% for monetization. And I think it's kind of work. I've got an interview I'm working on lining up that I think you might find interesting. And I was thinking as an incentive for people wanting to be interviewed is I would split whatever proceeds come in during the interview and put some shekels in people's pockets. So we'll see if that's a concept that takes off. It might just be a nothing burger. The whole internet is kind of a nothing burger these days. Mr. Osgood, is that you? I can't. My eyes are bad. But yeah, really, I just wanted to check in with you guys, see who's freezing their peckers off. Never got a hype button. Well, yeah, crush that hype button right now. Jamie's into the shekels. He knows where it's at. So yeah, apparently half the world's in a deep freeze right now. So I wanted to see if anybody's in need of assistance. Send some warm thoughts your way. I don't know if you caught the thumbnail on the way in, but it's currently around -5 degrees Celsius here in south central BC, which is actually pretty warm. Let's see what it is back home in the bleak hinterland of Manitoba. Whoops. It was not good. Oh, and my parts have finally arrived. Dang. Available for pickup. Okay, what were we doing? We were looking at hometown temperature. Here we go. See that? -25 and sunny. So we'll do a quick little convert for those that want to see what that is in degrees Fester. That's not right. That's where I am. This is what it is in degrees Fester where I am right now. And here's what they're dealing with. Back on the farm. Nasty. Absolutely nasty. So who could beat -13 Fahrenheit degrees Fester? -25 Celsius in Ontario. CJ. I feel you, bro. Tweak of coffee should be almost ready to pour. Let's do a pour. Yeah, Northern Ontario, that's about what you'd expect. Spent a good amount of time in the Dryden Red Lake area, doing some trucking. Yeah, there is a cold snap hitting the prairies, and I think a lot of southern states. I just wanted to get a on the boots live update with you, see what's at. There's a couple other things to fester out about, but it's kind of a dull Friday afternoon, so I figured why not see who's up for a chat. Because the internet, as I remember it, is pretty much dead at this point. Pretty much good for nothing. May as well just turn it into a Zoom platform. What's it like in upstate New York and the Midwest there? I thought Jody's in the Midwest. Osgood, he's out in the West Coast, so he's fine. Jamie, what's it like in New York City? Or wherever you're in New York, yeah? It's always time for coffee. So yeah, people around here are kind of complaining it's a little chilly, or it's a little, how do they put it? Yeah, chilly. That's about what it is. Just a little chilly. 70 in Riverside. Well, dang. Let's meet at the Dunkin' Donuts, man. I'm there. 70 sounds just about right. I'm down for that. Good to see you, Tag. I'll have a double chocolate dip, a black coffee, and one of them herb and garlic bagels. Oh wait, they don't have bagels there. Make it like a bear claw or something. 34 right now in Manhattan, but I live in the Bronx, and Manhattan is right across. Harlem River. I'm driving right now. Have you got your trifold with you? Let's see, over under. What are the chances Tag is gonna see some coppers at the Dunkin' Donuts? You gonna have a room to park? Or is it just gonna be squad cars there? Speaking of squad cars, I've been binging a little bit on that channel I told you about last time, the T-Lights cop chases. I think I've seen pretty much half of all Charger scat packs wrecked in police chases. It is brutal. It is such, it's so relaxing to watch too. I remember back in the day watching these 1A audits and cop watching videos, and I could just feel my heart rate increasing. But watching these cop high-speed chases, I mean, I know the whole town of Little Rock, Arkansas, kind of backwards and forwards. I can go there right now and find my way around just because all the Arkansas State Police dash cam footage. It seems everybody's pulling these dash cam chases from the Arkansas State Police. So I kind of know Little Rock like the back of my hand already. But man, those Scat Pack boys, and man, just They are hardcore. Did what go through? Ask me for a code. Were you trying to send a shekel? I don't know codes. I just got a website. This is a brand new technology here, so I don't know how it works. Ask for a code. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I really don't know. I do not know. Yes, run in dark mode there, Tag. Just go dark if you see any figures. Well, the thing about this T-Lights channel is he's been uploading daily content for probably the last year. So if you're into binge watching this kind of stuff, you can get your fill. And like I say, it's so it's almost therapeutic. And like I don't find my heart racing watching this. And I watch it in like 1.5 speed, so they're going even faster from my perspective watching this digital chase. And it's like, yeah, this is just how they roll. This is what it is nowadays. These guys steal the Hemis, or the, you know, what are the big ones for stealing now? The Camaros are pretty easy to steal. The Kias, there's lots of Kia chases, because basically a 5-year-old could figure out how to steal them. Tracks New York City crash out is better than Tweaker D tweaking in a shed. I'd believe that, allegedly. What I like about T-Lights is his commentary. He's got a comedic spin. If you haven't checked it out, it's T-Lights, T-L-I-T-E-S. T-Lights World. Shout out to my chocolate brother, T-Light. Let's see if maybe we can find this. I'm sure we can find it. Let's put his link in there. Let's send T-Light some love. Let me find me there. Gotta be some. Come on. Yeah, hope you guys aren't in a hurry here. Alright, here it is. See, up here in Canada, they pretty much don't do the high-speed chase thing, just because it's too dangerous. But Florida, Arkansas, nah, they're gonna come at you hard, no mercy, just diabolical. So here's post this in the chat. Okay. Send T-Lights. It's only 30 degrees there. All right, well that's not terrible. That's upstate New York weather. So maybe it's all just hype. What I've been seeing. Seems like some places in the Americas here are in the grip of some bitter cold. I don't know if any of my audience is experiencing that. But hopefully not. I mean, if you are in such a position, I hope you got somebody warm to cuddle up with. I got Max here. I saw the name Andy Edwards in the chat here. This is something I wanted to talk. I thought there was a mystery going on, but I clicked on Andy Edwards this morning, and his channel's been removed. So there's some shenanigans going on. So I thought, what the heck? Like, Andy has never said anything even remotely controversial. Not even on his non-music channel. It's all just kind of common sense stuff. But apparently he was 23 in Oregon. Wow, that's a little chilly. Apparently he was hacked. Because the message I got is this channel has been removed due to community standards violations. I thought, what the heck? That never happened. And he's not that kind of guy. He's a tweaker, but he's never even said anything remotely. And I got Friends and Code's audio stream going in the back if you can hear some. Let's turn that down. Shout out to Friends and Code. Oh, Brandon Mitchell won $100. Want to scratch a win. Well, Brandon, come on over here and buy me a coffee with some of that scratch winning. Brandon, can you hear me? Okay, we'll turn that off. Andy does a video every day and is about gaining more subscribers, but Brent just don't care. And that essentially is the essence of the whole format of this channel is Brent don't care, yeah. We've essentially cracked the code. Sorry for the fidgeting and fumbling here. Just trying to make it so I can see the chats more effectively. Well, yeah, then later this morning, I'm also on Andy Edwards' Patreon. So he sent a Patreon message saying he was hacked. For those of you not familiar with Andy Edwards, he's a music YouTuber, commentator from the UK. We're not going to hold that against him, but he appeared on the Rick Beato channel, a YouTuber from the Americas, and that was an interview that was done some time ago. I don't know if it was before or after Christmas, but it was just released on Beato's channel. I don't even think I could link you to Andy's channel right now. I haven't checked it in this afternoon. But on Andy's Patreon, he said, I've got Rick Beato on the case, so hang tough, everybody. So that was interesting. I thought, yeah, surely there's nothing that Andy said or did that could have caused that. But this is YouTube. This is 2026. I don't know. I think cancel culture is maybe not a thing anymore, just like climate change. It's not a thing anymore. Environmental activism is going to look different going forward. Like nobody bought into that shit, right? it's an interesting time here in 2026. Didn't even do anything. Sounds like Tag might be up against the cruiser, and they're getting the gloves out, yeah? So that's the Andy Edward. I thought there was something nefarious going on, but no, it just turns out hackers, Russian hackers probably. But he got a nice Beato bump, and I kind of got a little bit of a spray from that scatter shot. At the beginning of the week, Andy was somewhere around 67,000 subscribers, and I think in a matter of 24 hours that jumped by 10,000. I can't check his subscriber numbers right now. Well, maybe it's back up as we speak. I don't know. But just that appearance on the Rick Beato channel, YouTube channel, and Rick is possibly the biggest music YouTuber in the known universe throughout all of history. So that was good to see. It was pretty tweaky, the whole interview. They're both kind of tweaky guys, so it wasn't anything outrageous. It wasn't anything surprising or unexpected. Just a couple of old boomers talking about music, which is fine. I mean, boomers need something to talk about. But yeah, as a result, like maybe some of you have been following this, I did a reaction to Andy Edwards early on in this channel, like right around, not quite this time last year, maybe 10 months ago, because Andy was a big reason for me starting this channel. Because I saw him doing what he does, and I thought, well, if this knucklehead could do it, or this bloke, like, what's stopping me from just going ahead and polluting YouTube with my brand of whatever it is I do? So, Justin, welcome on in. Larata to you. In the chat. Yeah, I was in Friends and Code's stream the other day, and I brought up the Tim Hortons thing. So just Tim Hortons is our version of Dunkin' Donuts, for those who are unfamiliar. Dad and Jody, you've probably seen Tim Hortons around your area. Maybe even in New York City, I don't know. Do you have Tim Hortons in New York City? It's kind of a northeastern thing. In the Southwest and the West and Texas, I don't think there's any Tim Hortons or nothing like that. California. But yeah, I think I got 2 new subscribers out of that, and they specifically said, yeah, just checked out Andy Edwards through the Rick Beato channel, and I guess they clicked on my reaction to Andy Edwards, which was when I was still recording video and uploading it, and I still stand by that video. Like it's my top performing video on this channel, and I've gotten subscribers. It wasn't the intention to get subscribers off the name of Andy Edwards, but I experienced a little bit of the Beato bump. Jethro Miller is freezing his pecker off. So put a 1 in the chat if your pecker is frozen off in the last 24 hours. Yeah, it's nowhere near pecker freezing temperatures here. It's beautiful. It's -5 Celsius, which is like nothing. this is perfect winter weather where I'm at. It's not no 70 degrees in Riverside, California, but I'll take it. $83 degrees in Texas. All right, well, I was hoping to see who could get the coldest temps. So far, who is it? Username JC or CJ in Northern Ontario has got it. I don't see anybody in the States freezing their peckers off at this point. 5 Fahrenheit? Ooh, 5 degrees Fester. That's damn cold. Holy smokes, somebody throw a tweaker coffee at Jethro Miller. Warm them up a bit. It's brutal, bro. Yikes. Well, yeah, back home in Grunthal, I think we got minus 21 Fester, so that's... Don't want to be anywhere near that. Keep that shit. In fact, it's getting too warm here. I'm just going to turn the furnace right off. Make it a little too noisy. So yeah, it's just a lazy Friday. Let's see if the Purelator is open tomorrow. I don't feel like going to Purelator today. I don't even know where the Purelator depot is here in town. Hopefully it's at the drugstore or something. Speaking of drugstores, what's the matter with you? So yeah, that's the Andy Edwards effect. The lesson is don't get hacked. Yeah, I don't know about tagging on phones. I can't even really do it on my iPhone anymore. I think I can still do it on my laptop. So I got my chat on my laptop, and then I'm talking towards the phone here. The weed peckers, there you go. How about the peckerwoods? That's what we need, is a peckerwoods emote. Put a tweaker in the chat if you know what peckerwoods is. Because we're going to talk about peckerwoods a little bit. Yeah, weed peckers. There's been some badger sightings. Did anyone tell Tag that we heard from Bow? Well, you just did. So there you go. So yeah, the hibernation may almost be over. So I can't remember who members and who's not. Well, you should all be members at this point. Membership drive, Smurfwatch transparency. For the low price of $49.99 a month, you too could support a Vietnamese veteran. Where was I going with that? So yeah, there's badgers stirring underneath the crust of the snow. So kind of like Groundhog Day, we're looking for Badger Day. Does the badger come out of his hole and see a shadow? Is kind of what we're anticipating here. But yeah, shout out to Rick Beato and Andy Edwards and the 2 new subscribers. I'm still was planning to do an updated reaction to Andy Edwards, but I don't have a lot to go on there. Actually, I did get a reach out from, not a reach around, a reach out from Andy himself. He said he watched that reaction to Andy Edwards. He says, I don't typically watch reaction videos, but thanks for what you posted. It seemed to be an encouragement to him, and that's what it was intended to do. It took a little bit of a Mickey out of him, as the British say. But yeah, we anxiously await the return of Andy Edwards to YouTube, with the help of Rick Beato. I guess Rick Beato is white knighting him, and we'll get to the bottom of this. But let's see what's upcoming in this channel. So locally, there's a dude hanging around here that I'm trying to line up an interview with, and he's a Bigfoot guy. Let's see if something went through. I don't know if I get notifications on this or how this works. Oh, Dad became a monthly supporter towards whatever. Well, buy me a coffee, and there's a picture of a coffee cup on that website, so that's what it's going to go to, coffee. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that, Dad. It works. It works. Talk about your festering. So yeah, I'm trying to line up this interview with the Bigfoot guy. Just to see if we can get some interesting people in front of you. I don't know how, I haven't really had a chance to speak with him about the idea of the interview, but I was thinking, since Wassamatau is festering on the Bigfoot content as of late, this might be something just to have someone's perspective who's essentially engaged in this activity, Bigfoot research and tracking, and get him to tell his story. So I'll be watching for that. I'll put up a advanced notification if that's going to go through with some scheduling. Brandon Mitchell, it's about time. $100 scratch winner. You just click on that pinned comment. Buy me a coffee with some of that scratch. Do me a favor and scratch that screen right now. Double scratch that screen, and Brandon Mitchell, click on that pinned comment and spread some of that scratch winnings around, because you can now buy me a cup of coffee. We've resorted to the e-begging at this point. So this coffee doesn't just grow on trees, you know. Who's restreaming? I should be restreaming Friends in Code. You can listen to. Yeah, I accept cash. Cash is fine. But yeah, shout out to Dad for being the first guinea pig to plunk down some shekels there. Where are you, Brandon? What's the temperature where you're at? We're trying to determine who's got the coldest pecker freezing weather in the Americas here. Because the reports coming in on the interwebs is that it's cold outside, allegedly. Right? -4. Yeah, that's chilly. Kansas City -4. That's not unusual though. Like it's maybe not wonderful, but you see -4 in a typical winter. I've been to Kansas City in the wintertime. Usually it's right around Christmas and it's pretty mild. But I know it gets cold there. It can get the mercury down. Makes you smoke less. Yeah, and he's gone. He gone, and he's gone. So I guess yeah, he's still gone. But Rick Beato is on the case. I'm sure he's on the phone with the CEO of Microsoft as we speak, or Google. Pardon me, Google, not Microsoft. Who's in charge of Google these days? Probably AI is just running the whole thing. I seen you, Brandon Mitchell. I seen you throwing those scratch tickets around in Friends and Codes chat there. I see you. What's Matao finally shows up. So, as we carry on this series on the life and crimes of Wassa Matao, let you all settle in. Yeah, all the usual suspects are here. How is Wassa Matao number one? He just showed up. I think Wassa Matao is hacking something. So yeah, I sent an email to your mom. I'm still waiting to hear back some of the dirty details. Because there's some gaps in your story that need to be filled in. Yeah, number one, I think, yeah, this is a scam. It's XP. How has Wassa Matao got? Like how much XP have you got? He's already got 75 XP with 2 comments. Yeah, this is totally scammy. This is just wrong. I'm so opposed to this. You're a strong number one too. Well, apparently everybody's at 75. So I think if you just comment, you'll get in there. You can shut it off too, like tag. I think it's funny because it's just something else to talk about when there's nothing to talk about. Yeah, I knew you got Tim Hortons there. But Dunkin' Donuts is probably better. And Krispy Kreme is hands down much, much better. Tim Hortons is finished. I think it's owned by some Brazilian company now, or like it's garbage. It's garbage. What once was a great Canadian tradition has turned into an institutional dumpster fire. I don't know. I guess they got too big for their britches, and now they just serve up shit. Tim Horton is our version of a Dunkin' Donuts, and unfortunately, if you're a sorry ass Canadian like me, you talk to most 51st staters here on the street, and they think Tim Hortons is the best thing since Santa Claus. Meanwhile, it's not. It's always been shit. I don't know how. Well, it's PR and marketing. They had a very good marketing strategy as being Canada's donut or something. It's a bit scammy. But now it's owned by some Brazilian multinational, and it's just shit. I think it's the same company that owns Wendy's and Burger King. No, not like In-N-Out. In-N-Out. Like In-N-Out Burger? They're shit now too? Tim Hortons coffee has always been undrinkable. I don't know how people can drink that slop. I mean, give me a tweaker coffee over a Tim Hortons any day. The donuts, they're frozen. They're not made fresh. They just reheated. It's a disaster. And then they started bringing out menu items like pizza and wraps and stuff. It's just, stay away from it. Osgood knows. Gas station corn dogs and burritos. That's the way. I've never. I don't think I've ever been around a locale that hadn't. Well, I shouldn't say that. I haven't ever stopped into an In-N-Out Burger, so I can't say. I can't say. Do you guys have Five Guys down there? We have Five Guys up here, and people were kind of raving about that too. And it's like, it's just a burger. It's not the best. Even Chipotle. I did Chipotle in Kansas City, and it's like, I don't see the hype, or all I see is hype. So yeah, you guys got Five Guys. I thought it was an American thing that we just snafu'd up here. I think all our Five Guys burgers come with extra tariffs, a side of tariffs. I can't be sure. It's been a long time. There you go. The only thing Chipotle is good for is dumpster diving. Yeah, I just didn't see the appeal. It's like, okay, it's a burrito. I've had better. Actually, I find I smoke much more on these live streams than I normally do. Usually I have one every half hour or an hour. Kind of get need something in my fingers when I'm yakking at you guys. So Five Guys, it's a good experience. I mean, you get the free peanuts to snack on while you're waiting for your burger and fries. But, the whole experience is not something I'd write home about. Brandon Mitchell is having a Nick fit. Where was I going at? Oh yeah, we were talking a couple of streams back, just about. I think someone was asking about my blood pressure. So if you know what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down to the drugstore. I'm going to get my blood pressure checked. Because I had checked my resting heart rate a few days ago, and it was like 60 beats per minute, which is pretty good. And so I hitched up the old dog here to the sleigh, and we sledded across the frozen tundra, across the highway to the drugstore. And lo and behold, I walked in, and there was no lineup at the heart pressure thing they have at the drugstore, but it was out of service. So unfortunately, I couldn't check my blood pressure. But just the fact that it was, operable kind of tells me the universe is saying to me, your blood pressure's fine. So for the last 25 years that I've been going to the doctor, they typically come back and say, whoa, you're in really good shape. Your blood pressure is too good, I've been told. One doctor said, you're too healthy. Now that's prior to me restarting smoking these again. But yeah, I got a pretty good metabolism. So yeah, once I get an updated blood pressure reading for you, you guys will be the first to know. 7-Eleven coffee. There you go. I'm all down for the 7-Eleven coffee. There's no 7-Eleven in town here though. And with the gas station coffee, it's kind of hit and miss. Sometimes it just sits there in that keg and gets too cold. And there's the fancy schmancy coffees. I go for the French presses every once in a while. I guess we're gonna get busy on that Larata Corp coffee. I think Bigfoot coffee is already out there, but we could look into that. But yeah, keep your eyes open for the Bigfoot stream. As Jethro Miller jumps into the number 2 spot. Justin Garza, a close number 3. Andy has broad coattails. Well, I'll ride them coattails. I'm kind of opposed to commenting on men's hair, but Andy's hair in that Beato interview was a little distracting, if not traumatizing. So watch with caution if you are into this music content. Go over to Rick Beato's channel, and you'll see Andy Edwards and his ghastly hair. Not that I'm claiming I can do any better, but everybody's jonesing for 7-Eleven hot dogs now. All right. Yeah, 7-Eleven, that could be hit and miss too. They had a good deal on chicken wings here. You know, you can get chicken wings for like $1 a piece or less. Starbucks, yeah, $5. Bougie bucks. Yeah, I've been getting some bougie coffees when I'm not drinking the tweak coffee. So, you know, I take Max out for a walk, and everybody's like, "Oh, you got such a lovely dog. What's his name?" And it's like, yeah. Then you feel obliged, like, "Oh, okay, I'll buy a coffee from you." Good to the last tweak, absolutely. Side effects may include festering, restreaming, and TTSing. Yeah, speaking of side effects, with the absence of the badger, Lord Leeches, yeah, I like that creamy fester topping that comes on the Lorata coffee. Just watching some of the YouTube drama that's going down, and something kind of struck me the other day. So Ryder, we all know Ryder. Remember Chris Ryder, who we all hate. Oh, wait a minute, what's today? What day is it today? Oh, it's Friday. Is it the 23rd? Okay, it's the 23rd, y'all. Today we love Chris Ryder. So I had to check the schedule. Any calendar day with a 3 in it, we actually like Ryder. The rest of the month, we hate him. But there's a 3 in 23, so today we're gonna sing the praises of Chris Ryder. But he's got his issues with Meade County and this, that, and the other, and lawsuits and charges and arraignments and Todd and Killamilla. They just like a dog on a bone. They just won't let it up. So, yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. What is going on? Is Aiden crash in the chat? Aiden's come out of hibernation. There we go. Did you freeze your pecker off in this cold weather? We're trying to figure out who's got the coldest pecker freezing weather in North America today. Oh, just because you're in Lorata doesn't mean you're immune from hatred. They would put 5 hot dogs on the permanent rolling hot dog warmer in 7-Eleven. Oh yeah, you gotta watch some of those perma dogs. Minus 30 tonight. Okay, so I think you're minus 50 in North Dakota. Ooh, Joe the Ho comes in with the coldest alleged temperature. Minus 50. That's just wrong. Wow. Minus 30 tonight. I'm assuming you're talking Celsius, real degrees, but minus 50 Fester. That's cold, folks. Let's all just bow our heads for Joe the Ho. Say a little prayer for him. God, don't let him freeze. Amen. And fuck minus 32. But yeah, just kind of tuning in every once in a while, listening to Todd and Killamilla, and it's so bad. Like Todd seems to be trying to recapture what the Badger has on his streams, but all he's got for content is Ryder, and he's got the little clips and the gifs and the intro and outro songs. And it's not funny. Like this, I have yet to laugh at any of his chow tower. Well, now you're talking. Let's do a poll. Oh, Jamie's got something going here. If Tiffany was to dump Ryder, would you rather she go to Tweaker D or go to me? Well, a relationship with Tweaker D would be like a lesbian thing. So that could be a little cool. Get some lesbo action. Yeah, I've been seeing AQ and GS's chat. He got gifted a membership. Brandon refuses to vote for direct deposit under any circumstances. Yeah, I think it'd be just for content's sake, some girl on girl action. If Tifaho and actually no, we like Chris today. So if Miss Tiffany ended up in a Tweaka shack, maybe she could confirm if the Badger is in fact trapped under a pile of nasty ogre diapers. Jamie, I think you're in the running there. Jello wrestling with Jamie and Tiffany. That could be worth some content. I'd restream that. But yeah, Aaron Queen, the legend, is still appearing in GS's stream. And I just watch and like there's nothing I want to comment on it. Like it's just so brutally bad, and it struck me the other day. And again, watching Killamilla's stream, it's like they really have nothing to say, and they were breaking down content from like 6 months ago, and just going on and on. It's like they don't like his haircut. They don't like the way he pronounces words. They don't like. It's just what is going on. And it occurred to me the other day. It's like this is how women behave. Like it, and someone commented yesterday or day before during GS's stream. It's like the level of estrogen on screen right now is through the roof. And someone actually stole a joke I wanted to use on Direct Dookie, where they referred to Todd's gynecologist. And yeah, it's just it's not male feminist. It's males behaving like females. Because women, they'll destroy each other just because that's the way they are. Like, no offense to the women, the X chromosomal, the Y chromosomal deficient in the audience, but it's like women will tear down everything, and that's the behavior I'm seeing from GS, and and direct dookie. Like, it's very ladylike. Actually, not ladylike. It's very skank-like. I mean, they're just a bunch of skanks. And as confirmation, I was doing kind of a low key search for Crackhead Kenny. Who's seen Crackhead Kenny? GS is starved for attention. That may be the case. That may be the case. Like I've been kind of struggling to figure this out. It's like they're not getting a ton of money. Like, people donate. They're not getting a lot of views. They're not getting a lot of notoriety. It's just lame, and it's sort of. I kind of conclude they just can't help themselves because they're these femboys. Like, it's very estrogenated streaming content. Kenny streams on Rumble. Okay. Keeps getting banned on YouTube. Well, in my search for Kenny, which lasted all 3 minutes, I saw a sticker chick streaming. And apparently the sticker chick crack ape beef has been going on forever. And I think she's the one that got him either banned or is kind of instrumental to that. And sticker chick is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say she's a female. I don't want to misgender her, but that's the same behavior I see on Sticker Chick's channel as what I see on GS, Direct Dookie, Killamilla. It's just, that's what it is. That's, you're banned on Sticker Chick. I only say hi, beautiful. Tag. Wants to see what you're saying. Did I miss something? There was an unblocking. Yes. There's. I think if the YouTube gatekeeper goes live again, I can actually comment. But there's nothing to comment on. Like, his streams are awful. I mean, he spends most of the time reading chats, and it's like he can't think, read, and talk at the same time. Like, I'm reading your chats as they go by, and I haven't stopped talking. So Direct D has literally nothing to talk about. Like, he can't maintain a stream of consciousness. Like, it's like, okay, let's fire up the bong again, and then bitch out at whoever we're bitching out at today. It's just like this hyper estrogenation of YouTube by these alleged male streamers. It's just, yeah, dead air D. That's like, here's D's content. Like sometimes I have to check my connection because he's reading his chat in silence. There's nothing going on up here, like literally nothing. I'm even ruining the example, but it's just dead air. He's not looking at the camera. He's just looking somewhere. With that crazy skull face, the neck tattoos. Dreaming of Peckerwoods. That's what he's doing. Dreaming about the Peckerwoods. So I don't get it. For a guy with 300,000 subs or whatever it is, it's like, but it's like I don't even feel motivated to troll on Sticker Chick. You only watched him when Bao watched him? Yeah, it's like it has the potential for fun if you get a group of trolls in there just calling them out, but there's zero tolerance for that, and then you get insta banned or insta timed out, and that's it. you read the chats, you can see the gears grinding. It's like catastrophic transmission failure. Everything stops turning. Uh, Me and Tweeka D are moderators on Press X Lady channel. All right. So you're running with the Tweekas. I heard King Bao Bao was excited about the unblocking because he can't wait to spend another. The easiest way to troll D now is to ask him when he's going to go. Yeah, like that's you get permanently blocked or banned. Like there's zero tolerance. I don't know what it is. Like that just triggers him to no end. That's not very sheriff-like material behavior. So it's just wild. It's just wild. But when you understand these YouTube tough guys, and I use guys in scare quotes, they're really concealing a Y chromosome in there. And once you realize that, it all makes sense. So it's just these femme streamers masquerading as males, I guess. It's a little bit scammy. I call shenanigans on all of it. He's even banned some of the members after saying members can't be banned. Yeah, just it's delightful to know that the crash out is occurring, but it's happening in such slow motion, like one frame at a time. We need like some trigger event or something to accelerate. We need a catalyst, is what I'm saying. Like in a chemical reaction, sometimes to get the reaction going faster, you add a catalyst. And we need to come up with the catalyst. And I don't think I'm enough of a catalyst to do that because yeah, widespread, like a full spectrum trolling of say DirectD for example, he's just not going to tolerate that. So we need to come up. We need to brainstorm. Yeah, maybe the sheriff campaign will be the catalyst. Because then he'll be forced to answer questions. One time, Tweaker D thinks sock account, I am dark web hitman. He was like, I don't know if this is one of Aiden's sock account. I'm saying it's one of Aiden's stupidity direct. Yeah. I think you were trying to communicate in English there, Jamie. But only people with wrenches cannot get banned. But yeah, seeing Aaron Queen's sorry ass attempts to troll GS, generally specific, I mean, it seems like it's not even worth the effort. And I'm not telling Aaron what to do there. Aaron, God bless his soul. God bless his gay soul. It's just not even humorous. It's watching GS and Killamilla try to take a round out of Ryder. It's like I've yet to see anything close to causing me to want to think about turning up the corners of my mouth to smile, let alone laugh. Like it's just not even funny. And these guys and everybody in their chat thinks it's the most insanely funny thing ever. And it's like, are you all retarded or am I the retard? Like, I'm willing to face the fact that I might be the retard. But like Chris Ryder himself, there's a little bit of let's say estrogen influenced behavior there too. There's a little bit of a something going on with some of his ways. Yeah, I'm not trying to take a round out of you, Jamie. It's just there was more words in that sentence than my brain could process. Um, English ain't no goods. School is a scam, though. Uh, it's funny when he starts threatening people in Minecraft. Well, I don't do any of that Twitch streaming or any of that. I'm not a gamer. CR is his own worst enemy in my opinion. Possibly. I I kind of don't have an opinion other than on days with a three in them on the calendar, I like them. On days that don't have a three, I hate them. Uh, I mean, there's plenty Aiden can be blamed for that he's actually responsible for, but blaming him for stuff he didn't even do, that's just wrong. That's just something a Scal would do. Dickbag patrol about GS is funny. So yeah, I'm kind of just as a student of human behavior and human nature, I'm watching these live streams, not with intent interest, but it's just like, what are you guys getting at? What are you getting out of this? It seems like you're just your wife forgot to pick up the male tampons. You got some bad news from your OBGYN, and you just take it out on the internet. Mean girls. Police always, why are you always lying? Why the police always lying? Blocks, yeah, GS is quick to block. Something I noticed about GS too, I couldn't quite put my finger on it. But just watching him, there's kind of these soulless eyes that he's got. And I'm not going to try to demonstrate it, but it's just sometimes you just look at a person. This is me talking. I'm not saying this is everybody. And it's not judging them, but it's like there's something not right behind those eyes. If the eyes truly are the window to the soul, when I see Todd and glance at those horrific eyes, it's not, I'm not saying it's evil, it just seems very soulless. Alcoholic eyes? That could be it. That could be it. But it just seems like these alleged men, have nothing better to do than attack other men. And it may sound like I'm attacking them. I'm just trying to figure this out because, like I say, there's nothing left on the internet to look at. I'm not trying to cause no beef with any of these people. I'm just talking what I see. Just calling it as I see it. But it's just like it would never occur to me to attack someone like Chris Ryder, even if you hated him with a true and authentic hatred. To bother, like, don't you have anything going on in your life? That's the question I have. Like, they're not trolling him. They're not. They feel justified in doing what they're doing, as if they're some kind of ministers of justice or something. It is just so creepy bizarre, and that's why I say it's very feminine behavior, not feminist, feminine. If Chris quit streaming, see, I think Chris makes a few bucks. I think he's got some support, so it kind of, I can see why he would do it. That's a good enough reason. People send you shekels, which reminds me, you now can send shekels if you click on the pinned comment to my Buy Me a Coffee fund, where I'll buy coffee. Because this YouTube channel is not monetized. Nobody's talking to you, Weston Mattel. We know you don't have anything better to do with your time. We can read you like a book. But yeah, click on that pinned comment at the top of the chat. We are now pseudo monetized through Buy Me a Coffee. So feel free to throw some money in the coffee fund. And now that Weston Mattel is awake again. One of the motivations for monetizing through Buy Me a Coffee is I wanted to do an interview. There's a guy locally here who's staying around, and he's a Bigfoot guy. So I was hoping to do an interview with the Bigfoot guy. And so I gotta track down the Bigfoot tracker and then see if he'll do a live stream interview. And then during the live stream, if you guys like what you're seeing, you can throw some coffee money his way too. So that's kind of a thing. I didn't wise up. It's just the other day I was thinking I got to get this guy on interview, and this would be a good opportunity to try out the concept of if you want to see the monkeys dance, throw us some bananas, and there you go. So we got people tweaking my tweaker. There you go. Well, we shall see, Weston Mattel. So you're gonna have to see. Weston Mattel has got the biggest boner right now. I mean, the biggest one he can muster. It's not a Bigfoot boner, but he's getting a boner for Bigfoot. Let's put it that way. So yeah, Buy Me a Coffee is active. It's apparently working. Hats off to Dad for being the first victim of the scam. But yeah, that's in the works. So I gotta track this guy down. And we'll do it on a live. So you guys, if you're tuning in, like what I plan to do is make the arrangements for the interview. I'll figure out a time to schedule it with him, and then I'll post a community post saying we're gonna do it at this day and this time, and hopefully it's in the next day or two. I think he's around for a little while yet. Yeah, feel free to check that out. Right now it's hype. Like I don't want to promise anything. I'm trying. I mean, this guy is as elusive as Bigfoot himself. So I've got to track him down, and then he can tell us about what he's been tracking. But, it could be for some interesting comment, and I don't have an opinion one way or the other. It's one of those things. Bigfoot real, Bigfoot not real, doesn't affect my life one way or the other. I'm not pulling for either side. I'm neither skeptical or optimistic about it. So I'm absolutely neutral. That makes me the perfect interviewer. So. He set the terrible precedent. Yeah, I know. Well, it's e-bagging time. Like, I mean, I've been spending a lot on coffee here, and I don't know how much longer I can keep it up. So. I guess I'll have to add that other app, Buy Me a Cigarette. But there you have it. So that was kind of the motivation to start the monetization. And the nice thing about Buy Me a Coffee is they take 5% of whatever is donated. Whereas YouTube monetization, they're taking a lot more. It's like 25 to 30%, 20 to 30%. And you gotta watch their shitty ass ads. So even if, I pay for YouTube Premium, even if Buy Me a Coffee allows me to get my YouTube Premium, whatever. I think that's like $12 a month or something. Canadian. Buy me a tweaker. Buy me a tweak. YouTube usually takes 40. Yeah, I knew it was like this ungodly number, right? Like, and that's through ad revenue. That's through super stickers, super chats, memberships. 40% right off the top. So I'm not too interested in doing business with YouTube under those terms. But as we inch closer towards 1 million subscribers, and shout out to Rick Beato, I got 2 subscribers out of the Beato bump. We'll see. Maybe I'll be bigger than Rick Beato at some point. You must be kidding, thinking the Sasquatch subject doesn't affect your life? Of course it does, massively, regardless of whether the effects are obvious to you or not. If the effects aren't obvious, then it doesn't affect me. Yes or no? For something to affect you, you have to notice the effect. So that's just the basic syllogism. So if the royal family of England are lizard people, it doesn't affect me one way or the other. So shout out to the lizard people. Don't want to piss them off. It's not my philosophy, that's just the way it is. If it doesn't affect you, it doesn't affect you. You have to notice an effect for it to affect you. That's not even controversial to say. That's not even argumentative. It's just, like, I hope I'm not affecting any of you. But yeah, I did want to comment because it kind of crystallized my thinking. All these drama streamers, I'm not fine with lizard people. They don't affect me, so I'm gonna live my life. It's just whatever. You had a Sasquatch break into the camper and steal your beef jerky and candy. Somehow it only happened when you were stoned. No. Understanding Sasquatch is understanding the meaning of life? Okay, well, I guess the matter is affecting you. I've never what's the right way to put it? I've never searched out, don't you know? I've never searched out the significance of why that's meaningful to my life. That's as succinctly as I can put it. Shouting out Lorata from your apartment. See, that has the potential to affect people. That's what I'm talking about. Jamie's got it together. Jamie's got it together. He's the only one talking sense right now. Well, Mr. Osgood says, I like Bigfoot, and I've never even met him before. And It's like I don't have an opinion because I've never met him. I can't say whether I like. Maybe I meet Bigfoot and he's a total feminized prick like Direct D. That would cause me to like. I don't like this Bigfoots. So because I'm just don't have that exposure. I mean, what? I don't want to judge. I don't want to prejudge based on someone I have no firsthand knowledge of. So it would be wrong for me to take a position. You hear me? You feel me? So I can't say. Maybe me and Bigfoot will become best buds. But I do know some of these femboy streamers. I can pass judgment on that because of what I see with my own eyes. Like, it's just, you guys are basically women behaving worse than women. Like, go find something to do. Go. Like, surely there's something better. You're like, I'm just at a loss for words. Like, I don't know, because Todd, he's actually a little older than me. Like, he's my generation. Ryder is a few years younger than me, I think. Like, these are Gen Xers. Like, we don't care. Like, what are you guys doing? Killamilla sounds like, I don't know what. Somehow, I think he's trying to skeet along on Todd's coattails. And those coattails are pretty frilly, you know. Yeah, I'd rather be a bow licker than a tweaker D taint licker. I mean, it's like, see, Bow's got something else entirely going on. Like, Bow's not interested in the beefs. He's interested in laughing at people beefing, and that's kind of where I'm at. Like, let's watch the crash out. That's the only thing the internet's good for right now, is watching the crash out. And I don't know. Just these alleged grown men have nothing constructive to do with their time. Then spurg out like watching Bow is entertainment, as Brandon Mitchell points out. It's entertaining because we tend to have fun in the chat. Like, I'm not trying to recreate Bow. I'm not restreaming anybody. But this is kind of an engaging chat we got going today. Some tweakers take it too far, finding where you live, work, go, all for what? Yeah, that's the feminine behavior. Like, a man would see something on the internet and is like, oh, this guy's an asshole, or this guy's a tweaker, or whatever, and he'd let it go. But it's like women won't let it go, and these guys are just behaving like women. So no offense to the women in the audience, like all one of you, but it's like, tell me I'm wrong. I like another content creator I've been seeing more in my feed is Pearl, and she's kind of one of these red pill millennials, and in recent weeks she had a debate with Anna Kasparian of the Young Turks, and it was just somewhat entertaining, but Pearl admits, like, yeah, I'm a feminist. I can't help it because that's what I've been indoctrinated with my whole life. But we women are horrible. Like, she just tells it like it is. So, for those of you not familiar with Pearl, I don't know if she crashed out. Like, that wasn't a crash out. She's she's just kind of bluntly honest. She's not a debater. That's the thing. I think she won that. A woman watching that debate would think Pearl lost the debate, but a man watching it, it's like, sure, she went blank a few times, but Anna had nothing. When Pearl kind of reloaded, uh, Anna had nothing to say because Pearl is right. Can you put a button in your stream? Put a button on your stream. She's a debater of sorts, but yeah, that was a live debate. I've seen some of her forum talks. It was a horrible debate, like just in that sense on both sides. So I agree with like the debate format was trash. The moderator wasn't stepping in. I mean, Anna was going after her looks, her family background. It's like these ad hominem attacks. That's not debate. And Pearl herself said like, what? Kind of looked at the moderators like, are you going to stop this? Like, and again, it was for clicks. It was for the audience, but it did go viral. Clips of that debate did go viral. But just taking a page from Pearl's notebook, it's like this is how women behave, and that's what I see in a bunch of these alleged male streamers. They're just acting like women would react, just destroy one another. It's like women hate men and women. Yeah, tweaking daycare. That's a great idea. I still don't know about how to put a button on your stream. What I can do is put a link in the description. Which I might be able to do right now, but let's see. Let's see how this works. Let's see. But it was definitely entertaining. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Oh, let's try to edit this here. Description. Paste. Save it. See if it came up here. Where are we? FesterStream. Let's refresh this. Larata Daycare. Yes. Come on, you can do it. It's almost time for another tweak of coffee. Actually, I got a Dr. Pepper on the counter. I'll do that. What? What? Why'd that go in the description? All right, no. Completely out of it. Okay, I guess that's not gonna work. Yeah, I just got that pinned comment, so that's my button. So at the top of the chat, there's that white bar that's got the link to the Buy Me a Coffee. Wassa Matau fell asleep on his keyboard here. The Parental Alienation Project. I'm aware of kind of that phenomenon, if you want to call it that. Never seen Tasha Teeling. Tasha Teeling. I like the daycare concept. For Larata and Larata adjacent folk, that way we could, teach them in the ways of, how to use the internet, how to set up sock accounts. But really, I think the Gen Zs or Gen Alphas, we'll just leave them to their own devices. You just put a screen in their hand, they'll figure it out faster than you or I could ever teach them. I guess, I do guess they need some diaper changes or whatever. Right there. Slobbering little faces. Or at the daycare. Yeah, we'll have to brainstorm that. But yeah, it was kind of in common because I've only been watching Pearl for a few weeks, and don't agree with everything I hear, but just some of the things are just bluntly obvious. Like, yeah, women are basically inherently evil at our core. Like, I think you said the other day, I think we're just so filled with demons, and that's it. So we just behave demonically. Again, no offense to the women that have conquered their demons, but yeah, just seeing Anna Kasparian, like, yeah, I see the demon there. I see the demon behind that behavior. I think you're onto something. I think I see the demon behind Generally Specific's eyes there. I can see it. I can see it. So that's just kind of what I've been noticing. Again, not terribly important stuff, but it just clicked for me the other day. It's like, yeah, what I'm watching is a bunch of a bunch of women masquerading as men, and that's not right. I don't know if there's terms and conditions. Like if you've got XY chromosome, like there should be some kind of screening or some kind of like those CAPTCHAs, like prove you're not a robot. Yes, I'm a human. Yes, prove I'm a male. There should be some test before you set up a YouTube account or a Google account. But if you claim to be a man, there should be some way of verifying that. And I don't think any of these guys would be able to set up a YouTube account if you had that screening process in place. That's my opinion. So what we possibly need is a separate platform for people that fall in this category that are, I guess, demonically energized to stream as men, but when you pull the mask off, it's like, oh, woman. There you go. I knew it. We knew it. We could see it a mile away. So that's just my 2 cents worth. There could be thousands of channels. I don't know. I only know Todd through Bao's channel restreaming. I never would have known someone like Chris. Actually, no. I shouldn't say that. I think I did see Chris. I saw for public service back in the day when him and Tiffany got initially charged in the court clerk's office or whatever, where they got tased and hauled out in cuffs. I remember seeing that. Chris Ryder was on my radar. I kind of looked at him and thought, well, this is damn bizarre. And then I found Bow, and then Ryder was Bow adjacent or Badger adjacent. And yeah, I never would have dreamed of following the Chris Ryder drama. And then finding someone like GS and saying, yeah, I want to get behind this. Like it just makes me question the people that are looking at GS as if he's got something going on. We'll figure this out. We'll figure it out. I'm kind of that kind of guy. I'm a male. I want to figure stuff out. Just because I'm bored, basically. Apparently, I got parts ready to pick up, so I guess I won't be bored for long. Because I haven't done anything with the truck. I've been waiting. Here's a story behind that. Yesterday was day 10 of when my parts should have been in my hand on Wednesday. So yesterday I called him up and said, dude, your shipping policy said these should be in my filthy little farmer fingers by now. And they said, oh, well, we were waiting for them to come in from the other warehouse. And I'm like, what the fudge? You guys told me you had them in your warehouse. I was like, oh no, they should be here this afternoon. And I'm thinking, yeah, you guys just didn't ship it. So I got an email yesterday. Good news, your order has been shipped via Purelator. And so apparently they're somewhere in town right now. I gotta find out where to pick them up. But isn't that dirty? The only reason, if I had known it would take over 2 weeks to get here, I would have got them somewhere else. The only reason I ordered is they said they had them on hand and I'd have them, because mail service within the province takes a day. So if they shipped it on a Thursday, I should have had them by the weekend or Monday. So I don't know. Is that just incompetence? Is that just the enshittification of our entire economy? Which kind of leads me to another topic. Like, we got to get rid of the politicians. The accountants are the one who should be in charge. And give a shout out to Aaron Clary in the past, Asshole Consulting on YouTube, or Aaron Clary on YouTube, Asshole Consulting in real life. And he's basically an accountant, and accountants just tell it like it is. Bottom line, this you can do this, you can do that. If the money's not there, or it's just a no go. And I think, I don't want to offend anybody, but it's almost like government would be worth supporting if it was run by accountants, because then you wouldn't get crazy budgetary deficits, overspending. The accountants would just say, yeah, this is possible, this is not possible, so we're just going to do what's possible, not what's impossible. So I'm in no way jumping on the statist bandwagon. But it would be a whole different world if we just let the accountants run things. Like, they're just brutally honest, because it's not a yes, no, or maybe. It's just yes or no. But yeah, the whole auto part industry is a joke, because the accountants aren't in charge. You got tweakers in charge of everything. So that's just it. I want to differentiate between accountants and economists. Economists, throw them all in the trash. Economists don't know shit. Accountants, though, they know the data, they know the numbers, The numbers don't lie. The numbers are the numbers. You can't make the numbers say something they ain't saying. And that's it. Like, so, encourage you to check out Aaron Clary if you're not familiar. Unless you're allergic to common sense. If you get a reaction from if you get traumatized by common sense and truth, don't go near that channel. That could be very hazardous to your health. But yeah, Aaron kind of just speaks it the way it is. I've got the book How to Lie with Statistics, but accountants don't deal with statistics. Statistical analysis doesn't play into that. Politicians lie with statistics. I suppose you can make numbers tell a story that they aren't actually saying, but it's much easier to do with statistics because people don't understand statistical analysis. 65% of all statistics are made up. Did you just make that up? I'm calling you out, Tag. I'm calling shenanigans on that. But as far as driving policy decisions, let the accountants do it. Like, just stop resisting. I mean, if I wanted to do a great reset, it was just fire all you guys, make you all go to work for Tim Hortons, and then we'll just randomly run down the list of accountants and assign them positions. Tag knows. I fall in category 3 there, yeah. I bought parts, and I'm not a happy purchaser. Let's put it that way. I can't say I've sold parts. Actually, no, of course we have sold parts. I had a parts truck I was selling parts off. And I had the brake light warranty. Once I see your brake lights as you leave my driveway, the warranty is void, or expired. So. As is, where is. That's it. Muffler bolts, yeah, very difficult to get a good muffler bolt dealer. As we've all, or most of you in the chat, have experienced what a struggle it is to buy muffler bolts, especially in the Tucson area. Two types of people. Well, it's sort of there's humans, and then there's the rest of us. And I'm not too big on the humans. So yeah, I was more or less just reframing your quote there. No, my reset would cause a revolution. Muffler bolts would be readily available. Nobody would be unalived. Unless the accountants say so. Accountants are not typically the type that are prone to making policy to unalive people. So an accountant-run government would definitely be safer for everybody. I would not be surprised how many auto parts come defective, because I've experienced it. They're just shit out of the box. And the accountants would never let that happen. Aaron Clary would never let that happen. He talks at great length about the enshittification of everything. And that's what what an accountant, there's a void of accountancy in government that has led to policies that have enshittified everything. It's a fake economy. And yes, Napa is one of the more reliable parts stores, but you're rolling the dice when you walk through those doors. 3 types of criminals. Those in jail that didn't do shit, that's kind of I am. Those that sort of did something, and the psychopathic, murderous courts that put them there knowing they didn't do shit. I guess if we just reframe the situation that if you're in politics, you're a criminal, and people kind of stopped resisting that notion, the scam might come crashing down a little quicker. But it's not my job to bring the system down. I got my own shit to deal with. I'm not here to be a hero or save the world. But maybe there's some accountants out there watching or listening, and you do feel like you're a hero. I encourage you to create some kind of accounting coup. And things will be better all around. Yeah, there's something about the mentality of someone who wants to run for office, because you're basically declaring, I want to have power over people. It's sort of the last thing in my mind to desire or covet or crave or lust for power over anybody. You don't go to O'Reilly's since they treated Brother Lane that way. Yeah, there you go. That's power to the people. Vote with your dollars. Tag's talking now. I'm gonna run for sheriff. You know, if the sheriff was an accountant, the world would be a lot better place. They want the power so they can scam people and get away with their murders. Yes, I hope I'm not the first one to reveal that, but that's just something I've come to realize over the years. Is you want to get involved in that game? Well, you just told me who you are. Bigfoot for president. The whole world is a scam. YouTube's a scam. Oh, you already gave up on your bid for sheriff? Just go to the parts store and bring something back. Yeah, we gotta fix this car. Just go get something. Don't come back without a box of parts. So even the thing with these parts I was waiting for, I might not even need to install them. Thing is, I've got it all opened up. I'm trying to batch my repairs so that in a way that I don't have to go in there again. But really, I could have just sealed up those injectors, put that rail back on, reconnect all my fittings, and then air tested, and then see if there's any leaks. Because I'm going to potentially have some spare parts. But I figured if I do have seals that are compromised, I'll have it apart, so save me a little bit of time. But shit, I thought I'd have that truck back on the road at least last week. 46 years, same job. Wow. That's a long time to be in accounting. See that? Like, I'm Gen X. It's never registered to me that I could do that. I must be ADHD or something. I couldn't do. Oh, mechanic. There you go. 2012 Cummins. Well, you don't have to drive a diesel to wrench on. Just gotta know what's going on. Mechanic would be a good job, or some trade. I could almost see myself, but it's sort of the idea of staying in one position. And I guess mechanics, they move around. Owning your own shop, it's kind of got some appeal to me. Making all your beer cans. There you go. Jethro's done with his donut run. Diesel mechanic makes bank in North Dakota. Yeah. Like I've always been fascinated with mechanic shops. There's something about that environment I just love. I don't know if it's the tools or the smells or just working on hunks of junk or whatever. That's if I can go back, I'd probably pick up welding as a trade as a young man, and coulda gone into mechanics, but it's not a regret. It's just I kind of like the path I've taken. I know how to wrench on stuff. I don't know if I'm pretty much unemployable at this point. I've kind of made it that way. But yeah, to the young people out there, get in a trade. AI is not going to replace diesel mechanics. It's not going to replace plumbers. It's not going to replace. Well, I guess you could do AI tweak streamers. If you have a CDL, you'll never need a job in North Dakota. That's true, but that's kind of a double-edged sword. I was just talking with a buddy of mine yesterday. If you're a single person, a single man or woman or scal, you can do really well trucking because it's really the lifestyle that makes that difficult. The pay can be okay. It could be better if you find a niche, like if you're working on a pipeline or for the fuel industry, oil industry, mining, certain things, in mechanics, pipeline welder. Some of these trades are really good, but trucking especially, if you've got a family, especially with kids, trucking can be a very tough lifestyle because you're away so much. But for a single person, just get behind the wheel and go, man. Even if it's for a short time. But yeah, having that CDL, it's almost like you feel obliged to drive. And I drove off and on throughout the years. Like it's always something to fall back on, but driving is not. It doesn't fit what I want to be doing at this point. I'm kind of at the point I only do what I want to do. So. And I've kind of structured my life that I'm in that position. I don't do it if I don't want to do it. So, and truck driving is one of those things I'm more or less done with. I would need a really sweetheart deal to convince me to get back on the road, because I just don't have the stomach for it anymore. It's just something I absolutely do not want to do. Whereas tweaking out and drinking coffee on YouTube and the occasional Dr. Pepper, some product placement. Shout out to the Red Hands, 23 flavors. I'm available for sponsorships. yeah, 15K in 2 weeks is doable. It's absolutely. Yeah, the money can be there if you're in some of these niche industries. I mostly drove just over the road freight, and that pays decent. I mean, 75K and up a year. But if you're in some of these specialized industries, the guy, my buddy I was talking to, had a friend that was working hauling propane to the pipelines or from the pipe. I can't remember if he was hauling to or from, but he drove a propane truck, and yeah, it was 15K a month Canadian. So that's not some bad scratch there. You buy me a coffee with 15K a month, or 15K every 2 weeks, and buy a lot of coffee. And a lot of ciggies too. But yeah, you might not be motivated to do YouTube if you're making that kind of money. 75K, I would need a part-time job. Again, it's a lifestyle. Like if you're a single person making 75K just for yourself, I mean that's not terrible. If you got a family that you're providing for, then you kind of look at whether it's worth that or not. So I say for a single person, wonderful. If you can find that 15K every 2 weeks, what that might look like is you're on 10 days and you're off 10 days. That may sound not too bad, but until you've done it, it's like it's a real grind. Being away from your family for 10 days at a stretch, or sometimes it's more. Sometimes it's 3 weeks, 21 days on, like 10 days off. Uh, it can be pretty grueling. So I'm not trying to discourage anyone from getting into that, but that you got to be prepared for what's required. Yeah, work straight through, especially like I remember that rancher I was driving for, not driving for, working for. I hauled a little bit of hay and shit for him, but he had some trucks driving the winter roads up here in the frozen tundra of the 51st state. And you'd be gone from the end of December until March. Like you were just gone. And it could be worthwhile if your truck isn't breaking down, but the let's see, guy would work 8 months and then have 4 months off. Yeah, so it's like okay, you got to count the cost. Are you able to do that? Your life circumstances will determine whether that's a good quality of life. You know that 200K sounds great. But is your wife going to be happy only seeing you for 4 months out of the year? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, that's up to every individual to decide. Tag working the swing shift, 4 on, 3 off, three on, 4 off. Yeah, that's if you get into a rhythm, that's doable. One job I had that was kind of grueling is we'd be 10 days on and then 3 days off and then start over because that's the way the chip operators worked up in northern Manitoba, or the mine schedule. And we just worked with the crews that were loading at the mine shaft at the mine site and then hauling them to the processing facility. And being away for 10 days, the first few days you're getting into the rhythm, you're getting comfortable, but by day 7, it was pretty. What's the right word? I don't want to say demoralizing. It just sucked. And that's okay. So I'm a pussy complaining about having to work for 10 days, but it's not. So what I determined is it wasn't worth it for what you're paying me and the expectation to expect me to stay away from my family for this stretch of time. It's like, this isn't worth it. Shop Medicine Hat too. Medicine Hat is one of those places I don't like. I don't know if you've been up to Medicine Hat, Joe. It's just, there's something about that whole region. It's like this place just, I don't get a good vibe there. I'm not vibing with it. But I mean, if that's where the money is and that's what's right for your family, I'm not saying do or don't do it. Again, if you're in a relationship where people are depending on that paycheck, you do what you gotta do. But with the CDL or Class 1 license, it's gonna require you to make some life decisions, I guess. So. But when I first started driving, I was a single guy. Yeah, you just stack that cash. All that cash is going now. Well, yeah, great money for a single person. No commitments, nothing tying them down. You just get behind the wheel and go. With a family is a whole nother set of variables in the equation there. Whereas getting into drama on YouTube, the whole set of factors and variables and coefficients. I mean, there must be a complicated algorithm that motivates generally specific. That says, yeah, this is a good use of my time. I'm not that good of a mathematician to figure out what he sees, but that just looks like a royal waste of time to me, what he's doing. And I got no dog in this fight, but it seems like Todd might be kind of playing with fire there. There might be some blowback. Not from me. I don't care one way or another, but he talks an awful lot of shit for a guy that could possibly be facing some consequences. How DOA has it worked? I don't know anything about DOA other than he likes to put on dresses and eat bananas in a very feminine kind of fashion. And apparently there's Scientology involved or something. The peak of the DOA crash out was kind of before my time. I wasn't really engaging with any of that storyline. I guess DOA is still around. I haven't searched out any of that content, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I can't speak at length about DOA. Let's just put it that way. But I do have a curiosity about where the hell is Crackhead Kenny at besides Rumble. I guess if he's been sent into the corner and he's unable to use YouTube as a platform anymore. Well, whatever. But it seems like that's some womanly behavior that caused all that to happen. But still grifting, had some good content. Again, some of these creators I only know through the Badger streams, and I guess the quality of the content is subjective. The results of trolling, commenting, and watching the crash out is definitely objective, because you either laugh or you don't laugh. And when I go on DirectD's stream, it's sad. GS has never made me even crack a smile. Killamilla is perplexingly dull. But some people, I guess, are into that. Does anybody remember him crying to the cops? But yeah, I'm waiting for the Dead Air D crash out to kind of accelerate, to gather some momentum. It's like there's no momentum. It's just they need some kind of push. The smurfings, again, what made it tolerable, Aiden, is our host, our gracious host, the Badger himself, was framing it in a way to extract the most enjoyment out of this lame-ass content, non-tent. So if you're into that kind of non-tent, and this kind of sorry-ass commentary on non-tent, I guess keep tuning in, by all means. Contribute to my grift by buying me a coffee, pin link in the comments. Oh yeah, I could probably comment on my own thing. Here, where's the comment? Can I comment? Let's see. Can I comment during the live? Not in the chat, but in the comments. I don't know how to do that. Oh, this technology. And again, this going back to Aiden's comment. Bao is the only thing that made these streams. It's because Bao has a way, and I'm not trying to emulate that way, but Bao has a skill, if you will, for extracting and enhancing the quality of the tweak, and even facilitating some crash outs. I mean, like King Chow Chow. There was a spectacular crash out there, in that he's not around anymore. Like, that's maybe that wasn't the desired outcome. Like, it'd be more fun watching King Chow Chow crash out for decades, and we may be so lucky as to experience the King of Diaper Mountain crashing out for the next decade. But the lack of badgeriness leaves us wanting more. So, but I guess, okay, something else I noticed Bao could laugh at himself, right? Who was it? Yeshua's Return would be sending in the AI renderings of the badger, and Bao never got offended. He laughed with us and at himself. And some of these guys with this Y chromosome, again, guys, I use in air quotes, they can't laugh at themselves. Like if we were to spam Direct Donkey with some AI renderings of Peckerwood's the Peckerwood's Women's Club or something, he'd be out for blood. The self-deprecating humor, that's something I've never. I hope you can tell I've never taken myself too seriously. Andy Edwards doesn't take himself too seriously. Some of you guys, you give me that same vibe. Like when we were chatting in the Smurf Watch stream, it's tough to offend anybody because the host, our gracious host, allows us room to be offensive and not be offended. It's like there's that essence of entertainment, as Tag is pointing out. Bao knows something. So again, I'm not trying to emulate or recreate what Bao has perfected. But it's like in watching some of this stuff, like GS can't take a comment that causes him to look at himself. It's just weird. That's I don't know. Again, very feminine behavior. Can women laugh at themselves, or is that strictly a male thing? Like I don't think I have enough of that feminine side to this is a legit question. If there's any females in it, is it possible for a female to display self-deprecating humor? I think it's tough. If I had to go out on a limb and offer an opinion, I'd say it's difficult or rare. Where really, if you're an XX chromosome male, I think that self-deprecating humor that's part of your genetic makeup. It's like it's just what we do. I appreciate what Bao does. I think he appreciates it. We shall see. We shall see. Nina laughs at yourself all the time. Hilarious. Maybe D is a T1000. I think he's more like he's like the Timu 1000 or the T Dollar General. I don't know if I'd go T1000. I mean, with that getup, with the shaved head and the neck tattoos, you'd think there'd be some self-deprecating abilities there. But welcome in, Nina. So Nina's got the self-deprecating humor, and by that I mean laughing at your own expense, and have others laugh at you, knowing they're laughing at you, not with you. That's what I'm getting at. And seeing the humor in that you deserve to be laughed at. And we're gonna laugh. So I don't know. That's deficient in some of these characters we've been talking about here. Quite possible. See, even on that point, just going further, it seems like Todd wants us, or he's trying to come across as having a self-deprecating humor, but it's really not. It's not. There's always kind of this. This lack of full buy-in and participation when really he's the butt of the joke. I don't know. Surprised you guys don't take more of a Mickey out of me here. What's the matter? You tries, but he fails all the time. Well, that's about it for Friday afternoon. I just figured I'd tweak out for a little while with you. That Nina Scal always seems to... Are you stalking Jethro? Dang. Boston Celtics. Are playing some sports ball. That'd be a good tweak. I'll take your word for it. Take it. So what's Nina up to today besides laughing? Like another name that came up, Lane Myers. I mean, some of you, all of you, have seen us laugh at each other and at Lane, and he's great with it. Like I don't know if that's humility or how you call it, but it's like, ooh, you got some socks to stick on those nasty feet of yours on Boots Live. Well, Larata to you too. Live long and prosper. Tell Boots hi from me. So there's some dual stalking going on. Rangers at Sharks. My buddy told me that Florida, was it the Panthers? What's the Florida hockey puck team? Florida, I think it's Panthers, yeah? No. They were in Winnipeg this week. So Florida, plus 30 degrees Celsius, like 85 degrees Fahrenheit, to Winnipeg, minus 30 degrees Celsius. So, I mean, how does the human body even undergo such a temperature swing? That's crazy. That'd be tweaky. Yeah, we're still going. What's the matter? Still going. Yeah. I'm not proud of it, but we're still going. Is Friends and Code still going? Let's see if there's any audio vibrations to restream here. Let's just see. Still going.
Still pushing, still robot.
Who's
I
on
stack
Friends
phonetic
and
patterns
Code?
with intentional friction. Multi-syllabic spirals induce delayed addiction. I rhyme through prefixes, suffixes, inflections. Morphology flexing under mental compression. I let vowels stretch. Consonants snap, turn linguistic theory into rhythm maps.
Friends and Code had a good
lab, no
stream
cross
tonight.
street slang. Every line carrying weight like a stressed out beam. My metaphors recursive.
In real time.
Bars talking about bars while they are presenting. I do not simplify. I crystallize dense ideas forming slowly before your eyes.
Audio AI generated content. That was fun. Interactive. Yeah, my vacation is killing me. Oh my. Oh my pussy. Wish I had a vacation house in Florida or somewhere where nothing but summer temperature all year round. Short beats, short beats. I think Lane took the ride in the Matters in Tucson, and I think yeah, he took a plea, and then there was the New Mexico stuff that either got stayed or dismissed. But yeah, he suffered damage. They caused him harm, and that's all I know. And that's because accountants weren't in charge. You had politicians and lawyers in charge. So I haven't heard from Lane, haven't gone looking for Lane. I'm sure he's doing his Laney kind of things. Maybe he found some muffler bolts finally. No failures, log, no failure, no failures, log, no failure, no failures, log, no failure, no failures, log. Can't say. I pray he's doing well, wherever he's up to. No failures, log, no failure, no failures, log. He's kind of his business. Clock speed rising. I can't say one way or the other what happened, why happened. It just happened. What I've observed is he suffered harm. He's probably mountain biking, all happy and tweaky-like. That's probably what's going on. I think that sounds like something we would. Not in minus 30-degree weather, mind you. But yeah, that was just my take on things. Just seeing the YouTube drama unfold, it's kind of dull. It's like peak non-tent. It's not even drama. It's not humor. It's not humorous. It just seems very feminized. And I'll continue to tune in. Don't get me wrong. You never know when a dull moment can turn into an exciting moment. But without the badger kind of sprinkling his little spices over the whole situation, the dullness, I think, will persist. The dead air on Dookie Streams is not going to resolve itself. It's just these non-tent creators are not capable of providing anything of any value other than responding to skilled and seasoned trolling catalysts. Let's put it this way. It's a dry cold. That never went over with me. It's invigoratingly brisk. Yeah, I used to say it's pretty fresh out there. I kind of have to lie to myself. It's like, yeah, this is fine. This is okay. Meanwhile, you know in your heart of hearts it's not okay. It's not invigorating. It deadens you. It's quite possible most of your frontal cortex is frozen solid at that point. If you can go out minus 30 and describe to disinterested onlooker that, yeah, this is fine, it's brisk, I think that's evidence that you need to put another another toque on your head there. I showed Val that most music sounds better at 125 to 175 depending on it can. Some tweakers sound better at 1.75 and at 0.5. Go find a Dookie stream and play it back at 0.5 speed. Come back and tell me what you find. Put your laundry outside and it's cold, it becomes clean in 2 hours. Yeah, because it's so afraid it just wants to get back in the house. Oh, so you got minus 30 and no wind? Well, that's a difference. That's different. Out in the prairies, prairie boys, where I'm from, it's like minus 25 Celsius and windy as all get out. Let's check that weather forecast again. Oh, it's 4 o'clock already. Let's get you the real feel. Oh, that's not it. So we're in Clearwater. There's no wind at all here. Minus 7. So back in Grunthal, it's minus 29. Minus 28 right now. Well, there's only 8-kilometer-an-hour winds, but that's making it feel like minus 30. And a buddy in Winnipeg said the wind was howling like a banshee yesterday, and it was minus 25. Like they got nothing but cold weather for the rest of the week. Let's see, Winnipeg. I mean, Bald Ass Prairie. There's nothing blocking the wind. It just. Oh, are we done? Let's see here. Do I need some power? Did I lose my connection? Oh no, we still got. Why did I get disconnected from the chat? What happened here? I think I don't know what's going on. Still live? Or are we frozen? I don't know what's going on. We'll see if we're still on. I can't tell. Are we back? I don't know what's going on. Are we still streaming? Seems like I'm frozen here. I think we're done. You still here? I see some chatting going on. Something's going on here. Let's try this. It says we're still going. Could be just my laptop. I got disconnected, but I think you guys are still good. Whatever. Stand by. We are experiencing technical difficulties on my end. It's nothing to do with the stream. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I couldn't even get my microphones to work. I'll have to figure that out because I wanted to do the microphones with the Bigfoot guy. Just, but I wanted to do a test stream to see if I could get it hooked up, and I'm so incompetent I couldn't get the microphone hooked up. Yeah, this is right fucked up. Why you like that? Why you do that? Okay, whatever. We're still here. Oh, it could be my laptop is just going to sleep or something. This thing is bugged. I think I've been hacked by Russian hackers or something. Definitely hacked. But if you'd like to battle Russian hackers, feel free to go to the Buy Me a Coffee pinned link in the chats, and you can get my IT support team, Larata IT, on the case. Yeah, everything just, my laptop just shit the bed. That's all. And he's gone. He's gone. Yeah, I think he just crapped out for a little bit, never to return. Let's see. Let's see. There's still a FesterStream here. Oh yeah, the festering is still going strong. It's good to know. Ramen? No, this is the good stuff. This is the Ichiban noodles, hot and spicy. These are not made in Wuhan, China. These are the high quality Japanese noodles. You know you want some. Maybe soon to appear in a Tweaker Burrito stream. Maybe. Little teaser there. Who wants to see some high quality Japanese noodles in a burrito wrap? For all your Tweaker dining enjoyment. Celsius is not the same as Fahrenheit, yes, because Celsius is the true temperature measuring scale. Fahrenheit makes no sense whatsoever. It should be banned. Fahrenheit should be blocked, or at least timed out. Okay, we're just gonna do a restart of the whole system. I'll monitor the festering. Celsius isn't even real. Okay, put down the crack pipe, Joe. Like, what's a meter? What's a foot? Why do you measure in 16ths of an anything? What is a 16th of an inch exactly? I don't know. Nobody knows. Look at my shoe. That's what we got going here. We're rocking the Crocs today. We used 32nd of an inch. When was the last time you used a 32nd of an inch for anything? You like to be accurate. So add 1 and 3/32 inches to 7 and 7/16 inches and 4 and an 1/8 inch. How much is that? Quick! I'm waiting. I'm waiting. For accuracy's sake. It's about a foot. Okay, that's pretty accurate. It's about a foot. Yeah. It's about a foot. Now, the metric system is all in tens. It's like there's really 0 degrees is freezing, 100 degrees is boiling, minus 40 is damn cold. Got my 6-liter Power Stroke, 5-liter Ford V8. About a foot. About a foot, don't you know? For my Minnesotan viewers. Yeah, this phone is just, or this laptop is just not interested in the internet right now. Completely hacked. I've been hacked. Hacked by tweakers. Yeah, easy. We don't need to know all that North Dakota. Yeah, North Dakota. I've been to North Dakota. They're not too interested in accuracy. Jethro's out. Well, good night, Jethro. Thanks for coming in. I think I'm just about out too. Gotta come up with some tweak a dinner here, and then see what's going on the drama streams, and watch these gyno males. Bitch and squawk without any injection of humor. No, not FesterStream. I could go for a good fester right now. No, we're not crashing out over the metric system. If you want to measure stuff in degrees fester, by all means. That is not even controversial. Okay, let's try this. I'm trying. Let's see what's going on. Jamie, I'm beyond had it with the winter. I want my... Well, I suppose if we could take a ferry over to Coconut Crab Island, this wouldn't even be a topic of discussion. You'll just drive our Fester mobiles onto that deck of that ferry. I hope there's enough parking at Coconut Crab Island. But yeah, we No, I'll I'm possibly susceptible to festering, but I don't know that the chat's gonna cause a crash out. It might. There's some good chats coming up. I can't see them because of that stupid heart. Get that out of there, man. See, Jamie, you're what? New York City? Well, you got another month of winter. See where Aiden is, and back home where I am, like we're maybe halfway through winter. Like April, it starts thinking about being spring. I fester your Fahrenheit. It's Aiden White Knights, the tweak streamer. There we go. Yeah, Aiden's not even thinking about springtime. He's like, spring? We've only had 6 months of winter here. What are you talking about, spring? Still got another 4 months to go. What we did have back home, though, on the farm was a very nice, moderate fall time. I really enjoyed that. It didn't get cold until November, but September, October were just glorious. I think if you can get through October with some nice weather, then the punishment of winter isn't as bad. All right, the laptop decided to suddenly start laptopping again.
Late cycle processing.
See, Friends in Code is back.
Minimal external
Tweakers in Code.
background.
Oh, let's give him a thumbs up.
Quiet hours engaged. I move through silence like an optimized thread. Low priority chatter getting dropped instead. This is
Okay, that's a replay. He's done. He's done. Stream's over. Okay, what's happening on the Tweaka stream here? What is going on? Yeah, can't wait for banana ball season to start. Oh, yeah. All right, top chat check for y'all. Make sure you're on all messages. Yeah, Friends in Code was just doing his doodly doo voodoo on the coding. Did I participate in disco? Well, I was 3 at the time, so not particularly. I'm advocating for a renaissance of disco and discotheques. But yeah, the disco phenomenon I can only experience as a YouTuber. Asking for a friend. Yeah. To my credit, I love disco. I mean, who doesn't? I guess, well, let's see. I guess participate. I'd have to dig more. What do you mean by participate? I didn't have have any ability to dance. I didn't have the garb, the outfit. So I, kind of like Dad, I just live vicariously through YouTubers that provide. So okay, Dad's mask has come off. So he was in the discotheques. I remember the TV show Dance Fever. Oh yeah, I mean, I know the bands. Of note, though, or a bit of irony, a name music listeners may be familiar with the work of Pink Floyd. Their only #1 hit was, in fact, a disco beat, namely Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. So, just saying. And that was in 1979. -48 Fester is minus 44.444 in real degrees. Well, what's minus 40 degrees Celsius? Dad has been uncloaked. Oh yeah, I guess while we're talking music, been getting back into the Graham Parsons. For whatever reason, I started doing some late night YouTubing, and the Graham Parsons came across my feed, so I started indulging. A little bit of the music, a little bit of documentary, a little bit of just commentary. Ooh, Tweaka spaghetti. I actually made some Tweaka pasta the other day. I still had that grass-fed ground beef, so I made like a chopped cheese with tomato sauce, and then threw some elbow macaroni in there, some shredded Parmesan, and tweaked out real hard on the Tweaka pasta. So I encourage you to derive as much enjoyment out of your Tweaka spaghetti as you can possibly handle there. Well, we are going to plug you in because now the phone is giving me some squawking. All right, we got this under control. Come on, you can do this. You can do this, phone. Come on, phone. I'm going to force feed you some power here. We're going to make you charge up whether you want to or not.